The economy crashes, panic spreads, markets fall, news channels explode with fear, recession, layoffs, bankruptcies. It's chaos. But in a boardroom 50 floors up, a billionaire leans back and smiles. Why? Because while most people see crisis, the wealthy see clearance sales. Real estate, stocks, entire businesses, all on discount. This isn't shady, it's smart. The rich aren't cheering on disasters. They're simply prepared for them. Today on ZestifyUp, we break down how crashes become launchpads for the elite, and how you can learn to ride the same wave. Let's dive into why the rich love crashes, and how they keep winning, every time. Treating crash as the sale, not the end. When a market crash hits, the average reaction is, it's all over. But for those who understand the cycle, it's just the beginning. Take Warren Buffett, for example. During the 2008 financial crisis, most people were pulling out. Buffett was buying into companies like Goldman Sachs and GE, with deals that gave him special rights and big returns. Why? Because he had cash ready and wasn't swayed by fear. He once said, "Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble." That's the mindset. Not fear, but focus. When prices drop and fear rises, the wealthy don't run. They gear up. Start thinking like a strategist, not a spectator. Everything must go, the great clearance. During downturns, asset prices drop dramatically. Panic selling kicks in. Think of it like this. If the financial system were a department store, a crash is when the everything must go signs light up. That's when institutions like Blackstone, one of the largest asset managers in the world, make their move. After the 2008 housing crisis, Blackstone began acquiring tens of thousands of residential properties at significant discounts. They weren't exploiting the chaos. They were simply prepared to act decisively when others couldn't. And the examples keep rolling in. Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks, bought back control of the company during a downturn and aggressively expanded while others were closing shop, turning coffee into a global lifestyle. Carl Icahn, the infamous activist investor, made a fortune betting on distressed assets during the 2008 crisis, snapping up undervalued companies and turning them around for billions. Michael Berry, who famously predicted the housing bubble, bought up subprime mortgage short positions before the crash, earning hundreds of millions and inspiring the film The Big Short. These aren't just moves, they're masterstrokes of timing. The crash isn't chaos to them. It's a map of hidden opportunity. And here's the secret sauce. Many of these crisis buys also come with major tax advantages, from depreciation to write-offs and long-term capital gains. The rich don't just buy smart, they structure smart. Curious how they keep stacking wins when the world is falling apart? Keep watching. Because there's a pattern here, and it's not luck. It's preparation, timing, and boldness disguised as calm. And they weren't alone. During the same downturn, Amazon acquired Zappos for $1.2 billion in 2009. Why? Because Amazon knew Zappos had something they didn't: unmatched customer loyalty in the shoe space. Instead of competing, they bought the competition and folded Zappos's customer service model into their empire. Facebook, now Meta, snapped up Instagram in 2012 for just $1 billion, right after market confidence was shaky. Instagram had 13 employees. That tiny team turned into a social media giant. Disney, known for princesses and castles, acquired Marvel in 2009, at a time when superhero films weren't a guaranteed goldmine. That move built the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, a franchise of interconnected superhero films that has since generated over $25 billion in global box office sales. And Salesforce? They picked up slack in the aftermath of the 2020 crash, when workplace apps were booming but valuations were still shaky. The list is endless. But you get the point. The elite don't wait for calm seas to set sail. They deploy capital like chess masters, not dice throwers. They invest in the storm, while others are bailing water with bare hands. Want to start a debate? Drop a comment below. Is it ruthless or genius to buy during a crash? Let's hear your thoughts. The lesson? The rich don't just flaunt wealth. They expand empires when everyone else contracts. You don't need billions to play the same strategy. You just need perspective. When others retreat, study, observe, prepare. Because the crash always clears the field, and those who move fast build the next foundation. The rich don't panic, they position. Imagine a chessboard. A crash is when half the players walk away, terrified. The rich, They lean in and take the empty seats. Elon Musk bought more Tesla shares in 2019 when confidence was low. The result? A historic rally that skyrocketed his net worth. And then there's Mark Cuban, billionaire investor, Shark Tank star, and owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Cuban doesn't just shoot hoops, he shoots for undervalued companies. He's known for saying, "When it all goes to hell, the people who survive are the ones who see what's next." During the dot-com bust of the early 2000s and the 2008 crisis, he invested in tech startups, media platforms, and streaming services, many of which others considered too risky or unstable at the time. One of his most strategic post-crisis investments was into AXS TV, a music and lifestyle cable network, which expanded as traditional networks flailed. He buys in when others bow out, and laughs all the way to the bank, probably in a self-driving electric tank. Wealthy investors aren't just calm, they're methodical. The world may be crashing, but they're sipping espresso from Italian marble kitchens, studying charts, and preparing bids. The key difference isn't intelligence, it's emotional control and preparation. Train yourself to stay calm in chaos. Look at falling prices not as a threat, but as a time-limited opportunity. Because the ones who build the most wealth, they're not the loudest, they're the best positioned. Using debt as a tool, not a trap. Let's clear up a myth. Debt isn't the enemy. For the wealthy, it's a strategic tool. They don't fear loans, they structure them. They don't borrow to buy liabilities. They borrow to acquire income-producing assets. During a downturn, interest rates often fall. That's when strategic borrowing becomes powerful. Example: a seasoned investor may borrow money at an interest rate of 3%, say through a low-interest loan, and use it to buy real estate or stocks expected to earn 8–10% annually. The 5–7% difference between the cost of borrowing and the return on investment becomes profit. Over time, this profit snowballs thanks to compounding, helping grow wealth much faster than relying on savings alone. This is how real estate portfolios grow, businesses scale, and fortunes are built. You don't need to start big. But understand this: used wisely, debt is not a weight. It's a power tool for exponential growth. A lever the rich use to swing open vault doors most people don't even know exist. A lever that, when timed right, moves mountains, or at least your net worth. The crash club is invite only. Or is it? Big players like hedge funds and family empires often capitalize massively during economic downturns. Let's talk about Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater Associates, one of the world's largest hedge funds, and a self-made billionaire who turned economic chaos into systematic wealth. In the 2008 crash, while portfolios crumbled, Ray's fund made billions by anticipating what the economy would do next. He didn't just guess. He used detailed models to predict how interest rates, debt cycles, and government responses would affect markets. Then he placed large trades that profited when his predictions came true. In simple terms, he bet smart on the system's weaknesses and won big. He's not hiding his secrets either. Ray literally wrote a book called Principles and gives interviews breaking it all down. Spoiler alert, no secret handshake required. The playbook is out there, and if you're wondering what kind of lifestyle this kind of strategy buys, let's just say Ray doesn't fly coach. His office might just be a beachside estate with a private helipad. The rich aren't reckless. They're relentlessly informed. You might not have a billion-dollar hedge fund, but you can. Study economic patterns, save during booms, invest smart during busts. That's the spirit of ZestifyUp, breaking down complex wealth strategies into everyday actions anyone can learn and apply. Because real wealth isn't built on luck. It's built on precision, timing, and unapologetic execution. The rich don't work for money. They make money compete to work for them. Crashes reveal the core. Warren Buffett put it elegantly: only when the tide goes out do you see who's been swimming naked. When the economy turns, inflated businesses, risky portfolios, and hype-fueled investments get exposed. It's a financial reset, a clean slate. But this isn't doom and gloom. It's a filter. Crashes remove the fluff and spotlight the solid. If you've built your foundation on knowledge, patience, and real value, the crash doesn't ruin you, it reveals you. Let the chaos clear the noise. Let it spotlight your strategy like a lighthouse in a financial storm. So here's your power takeaway. Crashes aren't anomalies, they're part of the cycle. And if the cycle is predictable, so is your opportunity. The rich don't root for chaos, they just prepare for it. You can too. Learn how assets behave during crashes. Stay liquid when markets get overheated. Move decisively when the time is right. ZestifyUp is your bridge from confusion to clarity. We're here to demystify money and help you think like the elite. So next time the news flashes crisis, don't panic. That's your moment. That's your window. Position, prepare, prosper, or stay scared. Your move. Subscribe to ZestifyUp. And let's build a mindset that doesn't fear crashes, but conquers them. Your time is now. Let the next crash be your launch point.